So, yeah, my name is Sacha. As I'm quite new to this space, I won't know many people in this audience. I would like to introduce myself shortly. Sacha Kohn, I've been working with Gavin for the last 6 years. He introduced one of the spaces we have built together, which is the Kusama Bar, which I hope to be sharing soon. We have, shortly after that, he invited me to come over to Portugal, where he told me he had a new project in the horizon. So coming over to Portugal, this is what I found, quite a surprise. The last project we did was a little bit smaller than that. I'm here to shortly introduce this project. It is more of a sneak preview than anything in depth. So the Emergent College, can't really see here, is a foundational space designed to unite and support the Polkadot ecosystem community. A nature-surrounded estate in Portugal that embodies Polkadot's vision and value, serving as a platform for teams and individuals working on the big questions shaping the future of blockchain and Web3. Combining the essence of a PBA campus with a central hub, the Emergent College fosters connection in blockchain culture, bringing together conviviality, productivity, and inspiration. The Emergent College serves as a nomadic Polkadot developer community alongside other creative minds, offering a garden, isolated space where leisure-focused work will flow together. It's a multifaceted environment that will host an extensive annual program featuring conferences, hackathons, retreats, events, music, art, and residency fellowships. As both a home and a retreat, the Emergent College promotes experimentation, cross-pollination, and the idea of collaborative project development. This was an inspiring diagram for me. It's from Neri Oxman, and it demonstrates the power of exchange between the diverse fields of human practice and thought, revealing opportunities for the space to explore. While blockchain culture possesses philosophical depth and technical strength, it often remains inaccessible to the broader communities. This space seeks to bridge blockchain Web3 with other disciplines, fostering cross-pollination that build a more resilient ecosystem. One of the examples we have been building, we are currently developing a program focused on acting as that bridge. Through structured residencies and a specialized curriculum developed with the PBA, we bring creatives working in design, art, theory, and science to reside at the estate alongside Polkadot developers, expanding and enriching the broader community around Polkadot. I'll talk a little bit about the architecture. So the existing building is of quite a significant importance within the landscape. It has a quite rich history and a social, cultural context of bringing people together. So we try to kind of intervene as sensitively as possible, gently transforming the existing building, upgrading mostly its infrastructure as it needed some work, to modern technological standards, while we kept most of the exterior untouched. The approach meant to adapt the new to the old, preserving the essence of an estate while giving it a new spatial possibility for future uses and transformation. It's been like 2 years ago that we created the vision. Once we got excited for it, I really just made all the calls of everybody I knew, building, designing, in architecture. And we were able to invite a lot of people on site. It was a bit different since I think we had the site to really live in. So it's been we had a team of 20 people, still have, of architects, craftsmen, designers, and artists that have been living together on site since the beginning of this year. It's changed as we started full construction, so everybody's living just around. But it's been interesting because for about a year and a half, we've been all living in there. I'll run through some of the spaces. There's a lot to see. We selected a few since the time is limited, and I don't want to go too deep into them. This is a floor plan of the first floor, of the ground floor. Here is the entrance hall. Left image is kind of showing how we found it. It was a pretty dark space, as there was no light coming into it. So one of the things we did was build a big skylight. As you can see, it has a polka dot logo on there. For the rest, we changed all the surfaces into more reflecting surfaces. And since it's the main space where you will arrive, I think Gavin already spoke a bit about the that you don't really have anybody welcoming you most likely, and it's more your home. So you kind of have you already know your way in, most likely by some technology we're building. Then we have a lot of sleeping facilities. This is a picture of the rooms, how we found it. We definitely gave it a change. Most of the designers and craftspeople living on site have been building all the interior over the last time and still are. So we designed sleeping facilities, apartments, and capsule rooms that can host up to 50 guests simultaneously. So it's meant for short-term stays, hackathons, conferences, but also for longer-term stays. As I said, we've been there for a long time. It's very pleasant. So you can, I think, when you have a residency, or you can stay there easily for a month or longer. So as the estate will be really full with, I think, an extensive program, we emphasized a lot of rest to be in these rooms. It's really, I think I'm quite stimulated often, especially going into the space, especially going into this estate. So we really designed the rooms to fall back, have full rest, recover, and get back out and be inspired. This is the capsule rooms. We did Japanese design, Japanese joinery. We have a light designer that did in total 120 panels. There's 3 different artists now working on silk fabrics, dyeing some artworks that will be shown on those panels. This is a space where you come in, and I would say you take your shoes off, and you really respect that you are in a space with multiple people. So it's quiet. It's a beautiful scent going on in the space. We have a communal kitchen, where most of the time you will come in, prepare yourself some food. I think there's different modes of operation. There will be seasons where there's not many people around, maybe up to 20, where everybody can just kind of cook together. There'll be also a production kitchen downstairs where there's with an actual access to the permaculture garden. So we have our own produce, and chefs will kind of make a mise en place, which we will bring up and you can create. On more busy periods, so when we do extensive dining and dining celebrations, this will be kind of off limit, and it serves more as a plating and a production kitchen. We designed the dining hall. On the left, again, an image how we found it with some very interesting aesthetics. We changed it a little bit more modern, I would say, at least, and minimal. So the food and food culture really has a lot of space to be enjoyed and takes the forefront. We'll also be hoping to have a little art collection along the walls with painting that can be, over time, hopefully be, if there's any painters that will have a residency as well. We designed this pretty intense table with somebody sitting here as well. It's a modular table system, so we can do many different shapes that will be very playful for events. We have a workspace. The workspace, again, picture on the left, had a suspended ceiling. We ripped out the ceiling. It's now about 7-8 meters high. We took inspiration from the Portuguese eucalyptus tree, which is one planted at the center of the space. And it is a metaphor to reflect on the challenges that foreign elements can present when entering new environments. The space is designed as a multiple-level desk station. Connected to it, there's a small library where, we will have a selection of books, and also when you will visit, we hope to expand the library, so bring some interesting subjects. In this space, you'll be able to find really deep focus. You can sit there for like at least a few hours researching. Vinyl bar, we designed together with a studio from Paris, Hypnos. As it says, it's a vinyl bar that traditionally blends elements with psychedelic funk. You can come in here for coffee, but it will come alive after in the evening. Whiskey sessions, but mostly listening to music. Again, we have a record collection already going on with mostly Gav's collection, but we are all kind of contributing. At the later stage, please also bring some records. Pool area, which, yeah, is definitely the biggest pool I have ever seen. It's about 100 square meter. We found it in a bit of a, especially under, where you can see straight through on the left. The place really needed some renovation. It's under a terrace. So we took the chance and we built a sauna on there, so it has a bit of a wellness space as well. We can sit with at least 30 people in that sauna, so it'll be extra hot. And on the left, on the right, we have a steam room. And then one of the more exciting spaces is the Grotto. So the Grotto, I think also was, yeah, it's just such a beautiful space. We designed it to transform into a more versatile and performance art venue for music and nighttime experiences. We built a dome. I mean, we will build a dome that's mostly for sound isolation, but also for preserving the natural cave environment, as we will plant a lot of new vegetation in there. So it's kind of a little bit of an oasis in there. And yeah, the space is adaptable and transitions between intimate gatherings and large celebrations. It has two kind of wings to the outside that are not shown. They're very concrete, industrial, and we plan some surprises in there as well. Then we have a multifunctional event space. It used to be an old cinema. We found these really old projectors that were not working anymore. And so we redesigned it still to be a cinema of sorts, but also it is a conference room for lectures, panels, screening, and potentially more performances. There's several spaces connected to it that I cannot disclose at this moment, but I would like to show one of them, which is the womb room. Gavin came with this idea a few years ago, and I was very excited about it. It should feel like you're going into a womb. So we designed this dome with very soft and fabric everywhere, where you kind of lay down, and it's I would say it's a ritual space for experiencing communal listening sessions. Something we really like to do, like play a long album or few, or maybe have somebody actually do a live performance music set. Then the space, the estate has quite a vast piece of landscape around it. We are currently planning with some landscape architects. We have quite a lot of plans for it. I don't want to mention much, but we are expanding some more sleeping spaces within the forest, so you can really enjoy the landscape and really retreat. We have some outdoor bathing planned, onsen inspired. We have a communal space for exercise, slightly dojo, and some outdoor dining. We have the terrace garden, the one that we're looking at now, which is kind of a monoculture, so we redesigned it into a more diverse, I would say, showing really all the local plant species within Portugal. And then, of course, we are building a permaculture garden that would, I think, serve most of the food for the palace, ideally. Then, I think the last slide. We have various production spaces and facilities. The one showing here is the listening room. There's a recording music studio, mostly for electronic music production, but I think a small band would also fit in there. Yeah, so we would love to invite artists to come record their EP, maybe an album, do podcasts, etc. So we have also planned a little media lab with 3D printer, 3D scanners to make some prototypes, and a dedicated workshop for woodworks, ceramic works, metalworks, and more handcraft. Okay, thank you very much. This was short.